you are spot on, Matt. So, and as you said in the opening of the show, we don't pre-plan this. And when I sat down to receive, as I do, the first thing I heard was Age of Aquarius. So I was laughing when you opened with that, because I'm like, true to form with this beautiful cosmic collaboration. We don't sit down and talk about these things or plan what the topics will be each week. We all just collectively come together. We listen intuitively and look at the charts and everything, and it comes together. And true to form with Jacqueline, again, saying the overall theme that they gave me was advance, as she spoke to in the human design elements and everything that she's going to speak to in a moment. So the first thing they said, approach. And I was instantly aware that it had to do with the I Ching. And so I was looking, and it's hexagram 19, which of course is today, October 19th. So here, what I find is that always the day, the time, it all matters. And so we have this overall theme of advance. And then they said, approach, Age of Aquarius, returns, the golden age of yesteryear, grandeur, grander than you can possibly imagine. So as you're speaking to Matt about the beginning of the decade and this moment, and it'll tie in with the second thing they gave me, there is this overall, we've been waiting so long, and we've known since I was a child, you hear the song, The Age of Aquarius, we have the understanding that truly what this is about, beyond the fact of peace and harmony and love and joy and oneness and everything, it's truly about this moment and this age, and what we're going to all experience is going to be that return to wholeness, to oneness of self. It's going back to your origin, to your absolute pure essence. And that pure essence, and this is why the millennials are so open and so gender defying and boundary defying and norm defying, is because they truly are a return to our original essence. Our essence is pure, it is love, and it is all the spectrum, all the colors under the rainbow. And so this is where this advancement, this return is approaching. And I wanted to read about hexagram 19, which is called approach. And they said, when you place yourself in a position to help another, you will discover your greater capabilities. And they said, earth above joy offers an opportunity where one is favored by circumstances and superiors to advance or receive a promotion. Joy rises to permeate the earth. The hidden influence of return allows you to connect to your center, where you can express your talents, your authenticity, while at the same time demonstrating your integrity. And it's very important, authenticity with integrity. It's not where Matt was saying, oh, you're gonna, here comes my authenticity, and it's got a bullseye on, an arrow aimed at someone else. It's about acting with this integrity. And they said, now is the time to show others that you have a sincere desire to advance. Approach is a message about making or seeking contact. Seeking contact, making and seeking contact, as above, so below, but also with your authentic true self, your essence, your soul. The underlying cause for this hexagram is that a period of retreat should now lead to advance. And you can see in the world how we've retreated, how we've been pulled apart like taffy, how everything has been stripped bare. We were talking about the illness, being purged, being cleansed. And they said, but be warned that after favorable times, downturns and a need to retreat may occur again as life moves in cycles. In this way, we go inward and outward in rhythms. The moment is ripe and won't last forever. So seize the opportunity to make your approach. Now is the time to reach out to others, or expect that they will enjoy hearing your ideas. Your confidence is appreciated and your demeanor is non-threatening. Even in small ways, you will discover that if you open yourself to helping others, you will discover untapped potential. Go for it and enjoy this time of approach. So there's this beautiful opportunity for everybody that as you advance, as you step into this, you become one with yourself, with the age of Aquarius, with the releasing of the Piscean era, as Matt was talking about. We're going to let go of these fixed ideologies, these fixed beliefs and institutions, and we're going to move into a beautiful, fluid spectrum, oneness, wholeness, spectrum, where we value, appreciate, where we, namaste, I bow to the divine in you, where I see the divine not only in others, but in myself. And so this is there. So approach age of Aquarius, the returns, the golden age of yesteryear, this grandeur and this grander than you can possibly imagine. The second thing they gave me was 2 tarot cards. They showed me the Wheel of Fortune is number 10, and that's the month that we're in, October. And then the World card, 21, which is, lucky 21. And I just want to speak to a moment. The Wheel of Fortune it talks about the element of change in station, position, fortune. And an example is the rich becoming poor, the poor becoming rich. So there's this Wheel of Fortune, the wheel of life. One era is ending, the next one is beginning. So there's this element of change. And then the World card, and it speaks to ending to a cycle of life, a pause in life before the next big cycle, beginning with the Fool. And here, these 3 cards, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, the World card, 3 major arcanas. So in the tarot, so these major arcanas speak to major change, major events, both, and again, globally, cosmically, individually. And it says it is an indicator. So the World card, it is an indicator of a major and exonerable change of tectonic breadth. And exorable, its definition is impossible to stop or prevent. And so you can see when you look at the world and you can see those that are cleaving, they're clinging to the past. They do not want, there's no room at the table. They want it to stay the way it is, where they controlled the table. They own the table. They decide who sits at the table. And this whole new Aquarian age is about, as you were talking about, the millennials, they don't like hierarchy. Everyone's at the table. The world is richer. We are more empowered. We are more joy-filled. There's so much more life when everyone sits equally at the table. Because when you come again with your authentic, true self, when, as Jacqueline spoke to in the beginning, like when she just showed up and spoke to her authentic self, she's waiting for, comment or backlash. And yet what she then comes into is far greater empowerment because she's free. She's just, she's exercising and demonstrating her authenticity, her soul, her essence. So there's these beautiful elements. And again, 2 heavy hitters, these 2 cards are ruled, one by fire, one by earth, one by Jupiter, one by Saturn. And so you can see again the elements of large, substantial change. And I'll close with the last thing they gave me. And they said this was very simple. Normally they give me, 3, 4, 5 things, and it was just 3 today. And the last thing, number 3, was they said, be ready, be prepared, align with and return to your center, your core essence of being. And then they said to me in French, your raison d'être, your reason for being. So this is really an opportunity for everyone to be ready, prepare, and see that the age of Aquarius is something that we have enjoyed before. Matt speaking to past lives, we have been here before, we'll be here again. And this is our advance. This is our grand movement into the new.